a little birdie has pushed something under my door. Manchester Northeastern, stay tuned. Oh, the Labour Party is full of talent. Talent. Time come to choose Jamaica. Wow. Coming to you, sir. I don't have the things up yet. I just tuning in here. What a fantastic afternoon it has been. The political news for the Jamaica Labour Party is exciting. By the way, I understand that there are polls showing the party 6-7 points ahead, you know. Nationally, I understand that, eh? That the party's internal numbers are looking fantastic. An unstoppable third term is on. Oh my goodness. People like Infomedia knows it. Chops have been saying it too, eh? As a matter of fact, there is none of the 49 seats that the Labour Party currently has that are in trouble. Except one in St. Mary, which according to KC, they're going to win that too. We need it again just to find out.
Polls are showing positive momentum for the JLP.
We need it again just to find our way.
Go to that. Go to that. Play that, eh?
Polls are showing positive momentum for the JLP. Stay tuned. Active and strong, the third term is on. Polls are showing positive momentum for the JLP. Stay tuned. Active and strong, the third term is on.
I've been so sad. The angels, they would cry.
All right, let's.
Pray for his love. We need it again.
Can't believe me. Hi. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
Okay, let's go. Let's come to that. Go to that.
Polls are showing positive momentum for the JLP. Stay tuned. Active and strong, the third term is on. Polls are showing positive
Third term.
momentum for the JLP. Stay tuned. Active and strong, the third term is on.
I've been so sad.
Polls are showing positive momentum for the JLP. Stay tuned.
All right. Let's do a little bit of that, and we're coming to Info. Sorry. Infomedia. Good night to you, sir.
Good evening. Hello, and good evening to the rest of persons who are listening and watching online. Good evening from wherever you are. What is the good news coming by you this now, sir?
Yes. My understanding is that the third term at this stage is just a matter of time that you guys have it wrapped up. That's the information I have coming into me tonight. I don't know why my. Oh, give me a second there, Infomedia. Give me a second. Okay, I think the camera here needs a little cleaning. Yeah, Infomedia?
I'm right here, sir. I'm right here.
Yes, Infomedia. I understand that there are some bright and talented people lining up to join the Jamaica Labour Party, and that the third term is almost locked up. You guys are on the political rise, man.
I heard you earlier on spoke about Northeast Manchester. What about Northeast Manchester?
Well, I hear that the seat there is about to be settled. You didn't hear that?
And who is the candidate, sir?
No, I don't want to reveal that at this point. But stay tuned. I think when you should hear that before the end of the week. But I'm surprised that you don't have that info.
I know it's supposed to close, and I'll check my source. I have accurate source, and I'll get it before the end
No,
of the
man,
day.
but if you, yes, and I'm telling you that I got information coming out there from that, you know, some things have happened. I could talk to me off the ear.
Yeah, I'll talk to you after the year. I'll talk to you after the year,
Yes.
but I'll talk to you after the year.
Right, because you know I don't want to reveal anything that has not been confirmed by the party.
I'll talk to you after the year. But I know of some things. I hope it is, but I hope it is the same thing that I am in the know with. I think that would be set the cat among the pigeons over there.
Yes, yes, I tell you, in terms of you know, Infomedia.
Yes, man. We set the cat among the pigeon that person carry a lot of weight and resources, so that will set the cat among.
Especially in the private sector.
Yes, it carries a lot of weight. And
Wow,
it's set the cat among the pigeon there, so that tell you say, and I think that person will make it more stronger than hardly do. My.
Well, I suspect that the entire parish of Manchester could, well, you know, anyway, make that stay. But info.
No. I said it, you know. Hello, neighbor. We now call the person here, but I said that person is the person coming. That is going to send a ripple effect in the entire parish of Manchester. Not even the man who then calls Kingdom can attack that person euphoria.
Correct. Yes.
Not even cannot stop that person.
And when we talk about members of parliament info, we need people in the parliament that can represent the country at a national.
That person was stubborn, you know. I wonder why he take a U-turn. He was stubborn because they asked him before, you know.
Yes. Well, let's see what happens over there in Manchester. But with this new move Infomedia, it appears as if the party is settling all of its internal challenges and will now be just unstoppable. That's the feeling I get.
I said it all the way. People don't study the politics, you know. In 2016, if you ask them where Andrew started his campaign, some people don't know. Some people don't know where the national campaign kicked off in 2016. You know? You know, hello, neighbor? I don't know if anybody in the comment section knows where the JLP kicked off their national campaign in 2016. Where? Nobody knows. Nobody can tell me. I know. But a person may know where the first JLP mass meeting keep. Me can't answer the comments because your white t-shirt. So it's me not seeing the comments.
Oh, yes. My shirt is. I can change it. You know, let me take off this shirt here, and put on another one. Give me a second. Just go and talk.
I am not seeing the comment, but a lot of persons don't know where JLP start their campaign in 2016. So it's going to be a significant month. This month going to be a very significant month where the politics is concerned. Very significant.
Yes. Go ahead, Infomedia.
It's going to be no, it's not Mandeville. It's not Mandeville. It's not Mandeville Cladded Fox. He didn't start it in Mandeville. It was in Maypen under the clock in 2016. The first meeting kept in Maypen under the clock, and then we moved to Spanish Town at Babsy Grange Money Mart Square. So the first meeting was under the clock in 2016 in Maypen. Mike Henry, the campaign chairman, constituency, kicked off the JLP campaign in 2016. And then we moved to Money Mart Square. Tell them now, it was Maypen Town, it's the town of Maypen. And then we moved to Money Mart Square in Babsy's constituency. So, I know. So we start the campaign in 2016 at Money Mart at Maypen under the clock, hello neighbor. So the JLP campaign started in Maypen under the clock in 2016. Then we moved to Money Mart Square in Spanish Town. And that's where the rest is history.
But I have never seen in Jamaica's politics any recent history.
My guess is the campaign will start in Spanish Town.
Okay. But the party seems to have put daylight between. One of the things that I noticed, info, is that the PNP is not running on any ideas.
Why you think they demonstrate?
Well,
the prime minister. Some people even not like it. The prime minister make a chess move. Putin, what the guy name? Dennis Strong right there to tell the truth. Kill the PNP and
yes.
Putin, Dennis Strong, not to safeguard the future of the prime minister, but to tell the truth. Kill the PNP them and.
But what a fantastic day yesterday was. And I think that it's a victory for democracy, Infomedia, because I am not against protests.
It's more than a win for democracy. It's a win for the country itself, where people can serve both political party and still get a job.
But that the democracy prevailed in the sense that the government.
We all know democracy prevailed, but my point is that Dennis Strong could have worked with Portia Simpson Miller and still get a work with Andrew Holness.
Yes.
That's the high point of it. The PNP who I am in 2012 are the ones pouring cold water and rip him to shreds now. Eh? They are the ones that ripping him to shreds now, and they are the ones who hired him and see the use of him for the NSWMA, another PNP government when they were in government. So why you'd want to rip a man to shreds? And when you were in government, you hire him. Make it make sense now? The members of the People's National Party. Make it make sense. So then it's strong or good for work for no, but you're not good for work for nobody else. Okay, understandable.
Yes, I think it was a loss for the PNP yesterday. Info. I think it was a loss.
It was.
Did you hear the supporters of the PNP suggesting that you know Infomedia? One of the things I have always said about democracy is that in a democracy, you need a certain level of literacy. These people up there embarrassed the party yesterday, man.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday, neighbor. They got the crowd, mind you, they got the crowd. But what they did, they were so easy to overthrow the government with that type of crowd. They did not brief them and tell them, say, look, you can't come. And everybody going to see cap. You know, they're not smart. Because they know that don't people in that crowd, I don't people for the PNP. They should have gathered up and said, okay, I don't want nobody to speak to the media.
Yes. Yes.
I don't want nobody to speak to the media.
Yes. Because that is embarrassing info. Those
they see crowd of the members say idiot amongst them and they're not going to media.
One man say that he can't do accounts. I tell you the truth, it was an embarrassment, really. Oh boy, I tell you.
They never member say idiot they amongst them and go on camera. And through they see crowd no all mark will him turn idiot too because never says, hey, we don't come back here so don't go then. When by them and already got do that thing.
Yes, boy, I tell you something. But you know how these things work, Info. When you're having a protest, you know how to tell the people what they're coming to protest about.
Oh, when PNP have protest, because you never say Labour have protest, all while PNP have protest, TVJ get bite of the week. Every time PNP, notice, go back to them video. Anytime you have leadership challenging a PNP, TVJ get bite of the week. Anytime you have PNP conference, TVJ get bite of the week. Check out it. Go check out it. Check it two conference happened last year. A PNP get bite of the week, then that conference and they don't know what to say.
Uh-huh.
So Mark Golden for say, look here, all the while we go to idiot PMP, then shame we. I'm not saying, you understand? They're not, when they see crowd, they turn idiot. They don't remember because everybody if you talk upon camera, they don't remember that.
That is so true. He said everybody can go on the camera. My camera is up here.
Lord, more general secretary, I mean, I want to know go on the camera, so I don't know if it are. But telling people the truth. Yes.
Try to find.
One woman says 6.5 does the same thing.
Yes. I trying to find.
6.5 does the same. That woman say. One man say, me no know, but they not investigate crime. So me no know. Mark, if famous blogger PMP say, he only can do accounts.
He only can do accounts. Yes, he does not all. Boy, I wonder if any of my listeners have it. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it to play for the listeners. But it's
Upon info.
Wagwan KC, it's a national disgrace.
Good evening, neighbor. Good evening.
Casey, it was that video by the and the TVJ reporter, Lord God. Me know say TVJ must keep her 50,000 upon her pay because that said TVJ in a friend thing, brother.
Listen to this, listeners. Listen to this.
The electorate.
Good night, Eva.
So many quarters of the electorate are now uninformed or misinformed, which is even more dangerous. The electorate, an electorate that is easy to manipulate, and then democracy is blighted when we aren't informed, when we stay uninformed, when we accept misinformation, and when we blindly follow without reasoning out things for ourselves. Why am I leaving you with this? Take a watch of this video.
Listen.
Rather listen to this audio.
The protesters seemed confused about what exactly the protest was about and the functions of the FID. You have a placard saying Dennis Chung and the FID. What do you know about the FID?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But you know, I'm here for a change.
He cannot lead the FID. He doesn't have the qualifications to lead the FID.
Why is it that? What do you understand about the agency itself?
I don't understand about the agency, but all I know is that the man only can account.
I know it was an organization that was formed to politicians to declare the assets true. Chung don't support it.
That's the integrity commission though, not the FID.
I can't believe me. Hi. Boy, I'll tell you something. This is all very exciting.
Because it's not qualified.
So why do you say the agency is corrupt?
No, they don't investigate it. No crime.
Oh gosh. I can't believe me. Hi. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
I am flabbergasted.
Sorry.
Let me big up to you. I am on the greatest and the hottest TikTok program in Jamaica right now. The hottest TikTok program in Jamaica right now, politically. The hottest.
This is this program?
Yes, man, one of the most informed and hottest TikTok program in Jamaica right now.
Is that so? Info, you know, fair facts, neighbor.
I don't know what's happening to my signal. My thing is just freezing up. Are you hearing me okay?
Yes, we're hearing you. I am on the hottest and the best TikTok program, the most informative, well run, well thought about, well stripped out. I am on TikTok. This is the most well thought out program, well informed, clean program. Clean, because I tell myself I will not go in any box anymore where it is not formulated right and proper unless me I do my own life. And I relax when I'm here, truly relax when I'm here, because I see strange faces. I am truly relaxed.
Well, thank you, sir.
And I'm not saying,
but info. Really though, we have a problem in the politics that we need to look at. You know, this whole matter of.
Let me tell you what we have. Hello, neighbor.
Yes.
as bloggers and political practitioners, we must learn to love the organization and what any one individual. If we plan to love an individual, that's where we're going to have problem in the organization. So if we come up and say we love the individual, we can love the individual, we can love the party, but we must respect the individual. Because the organization is bigger than any one person. And we have seen some of these members of parliament who found themselves in problem over the. That's why I stick to 42 seats. I'm not going to tell myself the Labour Party will retain all 49 seats. No, I am not going to lie. We are in the 42 range, and I speak that if I go on the road next week and I see the political paradigm is still shifting, I will tell you that we'll stick with the 49. But we are 42 sure.
Info.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Any news on Northeast Manchester?
Me not talk that. Don't force me to something else. Me a drink. I'm drinking.
What you say? No compare.
I say me a drink right now. You force me to talk or me not to talk. Absolutely, but I'm in a better position to reveal that.
Send a gift, people. Tap up the live. Send a gift.
When me and me compare, me talk. I mean, no one talk. But moving right along. But as I say, hello neighbor, we have to understand. But you know what our problem is, hello neighbor? We are leaving out the ground politics, and we need to get to the ground politics. The JLP not start the ground politics yet, you know, hello neighbor. As soon as we start the ground politics, our problem, you know, is going to be 45. I said 42 strong.
Yes. Jamaica girl, tell me, I don't know if the listeners are hearing me clearly. My screen is freezing. There seems to be a delay. I don't know what is happening. I just hope that the listeners are hearing me. Jamaica girl, my screen is freezing. I don't know if it's the internet. What's happening?
We hearing your neighbor.
But you are coming through pretty you know, the freezing. It's kind of freezing. Yes.
The
audio quality is poor.
Yes, the audio quality is
when you
no. I don't know why that is happening.
The listeners are saying, I am clear.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know the sex. I don't know the sex. Why you don't ask
when I took a break, I got another text from inside the party sending me some information. But I'm not prepared to share it just yet. Yeah.
Same species? Is same species?
Huh?
Is same species?
No.
Yes, human.
It's a human. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the sex. The same sex, you know me I talk about.
Male or female?
No, me not. Hello neighbor, me I talk. The same sex, hello neighbor.
It's a gentleman who sent me the information from the party.
No,
yes.
Hold on, man. Me say if I same sex, the gentleman is talking about.
Oh. No, I don't know. I don't know, but I have been given a name. I've been given a name, and I guess they want me to.
You and I know the name that is knocking down the door and supposed to get the nod. So I'm asking you again. It is the same name?
The same name, yes. No. Oh. I don't think it's. I don't think it is any of the names that have been out there.
No, man. The most popular one was supposed to get the nod. They can't. Yeah, the one that's supposed to. The one that you get on your desk. I know the one you get on your desk.
Yes. Is that that one?
Person? Is that one?
No, it's not that one. Not that one. New person.
I want to tell you something in a code, but I can't tell you.
Let me ask you something. Infomida, is it the businessman?
you talking about, Casey? What you talking about, Casey?
Okay. Or is it the farmer businesswoman?
What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Let's get on with the show.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Hold on. I watch in the comment section. What is breaking Aquarius?
Glass.
Let me tell you something. It's going to be a giant move. I want me to tell you, so that person that we know, that I know, who is a confidant to number one, if that person is really I know is the confidant to number one, and if that person come in, that person is a category 5 hurricane. Can withstand any pressure.
Okay.
And that person now come alone. Now come alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Labour Party thing turn up right now all across Jamaica. I tell you, it's getting very nice.
What's going on uptown? I understand that uptown is supposed to be settled by tomorrow.
I think that should be settled by tomorrow. I think you hear announcement by the General Secretary or the leadership of the party about North Central St. Andrew.
Okay.
Thank you, Perfume. So I was saying earlier on, Hello Neighbor program, I don't really stay long on program, and Hello Neighbor program catches me to stay a lot. So I'm here. I find myself having a love for Hello Neighbors program. I think it is one of the cleanest. I think it is the cleanest program on TikTok. I think it's the best political program on TikTok. And I say this without apology. No apology. Your program, keep it up, keep it smooth, same way slick, with respect, and your program up.
Yes, sir, we try. We're trying, but tonight I don't know what is happening to the thing. Just keep freezing. Casey, Infomedia, you have anything else you want to share before we move over to Casey?
I think I heard people talking about Labour Party is going to retain the 49 seats. I'm going to throw cold water on that. I don't think we are there yet to retain 49. I think we are in the 42 range. And this earth-shaking move, if it's become a reality, we can lick the 49. We can lick the 49 if we get that move, because I would have shake off the challenge from certain people in central Jamaica. And then we'll get to focus some more, kind of more focus and go around the island and do more campaigning. Good night, my favorite three. Good night, Yashmin, love you more. And so it's the whole thing is that once we get that earth-shaking move right, I think we can retain the 49. But we are in the 42 range. I'm confident about the 42.
I hear we're taking over Manchester by the end of June.
It is yet to be seen. Not in that June. What is coming is coming. Heard.
Yeah. Want to say good night to all my friends over there in Grove Place. Good night, Grove Place.
Tap up the screen, guys. Tap up the screen.
So let me say, we expect an ET campaign. Things look good in Trelawney. I will be in Trelawney for this week. I take my campaign strategy to Trelawney this week, and I will be in St. Catherine, Hello Neighbor. So that's what I will be saying now. You can go back to Casey.
Okay. Where in St. Catherine will you be?
South Central.
All right. That's weekly?
Yes.
When is that meeting? I could stop by and have a drink of the Campari.
No, the Campari. Of course, we have Campari. Sunday we start at 3.
So you'll be on Old Harbour Road on Sunday?
I am the first person to be on the ground.
And after so info. Info.
Yes, go ahead.
After that meeting, Andrew Wheatley will be on the ground around the country until election day.
He has a solid machine.
Well, I'll stop by. I stop by Spanish Town Road on Sunday. Don't look out for me.
Look out for both of us having a compare.
Yes. I'll have my camera at Spanish Town Road, right on Old Harbour Road there, just after you leave the runabout.
5 seconds away from the runabout.
Yeah?
5 seconds away from the runabout.
Yes, 5 seconds away from the runabout. But that's about you go block off that. That I go block off, man.
The engine will be black. I think the Labour Party will be coming because Labour Party won St. Catherine. And say yes or no, Labour Party won St. Catherine.
Yes, boy, it's fantastic what is happening here. I don't know. I'm freezing up again, man. My God, I don't know what's happening here. Freezing up again. Casey?
Yes, Labour.
You better go ahead. Where are you taking us tonight? My God.
Send some roses.
Paula, why you gonna pinch me? Now come no way. Oh, the TikTok has been like this all day. Aquarius, is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Aquarius?
Turn off the camera, neighbor. Turn off the camera.
Turn off.
Yeah, okay, let me turn it off. All right. Okay, I've turned it off. All right. All right. So Casey?
Yes.
Right, sir. So tell us, Casey, where are we? Where are we tonight in terms of the political forecasting? What information you want to give us?
Yes, neighbor. We'll, as promised, we will go to Northern Clarendon. We went to Northwestern yesterday.
We are in trouble there.
We will go to Northern Clarendon. There are some developments in Northern Clarendon.
We are in trouble there.
It turns out that we're doing better in Northwestern Clarendon than Northern Clarendon. As you see from the recent polls, the PNP have gained some points, and I think we left some constituency for too long in terms of the campaign.
You mean so that's where Dwight Sibley's is?
Yes, and it's getting the PNP have gained some ground there.
Serious ground.
And I think I might downgrade
on election night. It's going to decide on election night.
Yes. I think where that one is now, it's a battleground.
Okay.
It's a battleground. And
who is the PNP representative in that seat?
Wavell Hines.
Wavell Hines.
Really? And but Hines is not so much an attractive candidate. What is happening in Northern?
No, it's not.
Force me to talk, me a drink.
It's not about the attractive candidate. The PNP don't have attractive candidates.
Uh-huh.
The mistake you make come to haunt you.
Oh.
Yes, so and what you should know, all of our constituencies have 4 to 5 representatives. We have parliamentary representative, local government representatives. Those representatives also have people who work with them and is integral to the party in each community.
Look here. The PNP has made some serious inroads in North Clarendon. There's a lot of work to be done. I was there for the JLP conference and workers meeting on a Friday or Wednesday, Thursday night, and I can tell you, I scoped the ground. We are in some serious problem there. Waiver lines is creating problem in that seat. Some of not gonna like it because we not dieted and feel like we not can tell everybody what to say or tell life if feel good.
Yes. Wow.
Yes, sir. I've picked up that neighbor. I think the PNP have made some ground in Northern Clarendon. I really don't think Waiver Hines is leading Dwight Sibley's, though. I think he have made some ground, and I think it's getting tighter and tighter. And
very tight.
It's where you would expect a Northern Clarendon to be in an election like this, though. It was never going to go into the election as a safe seat.
For the Labour Party?
For any party. Yes. And PNP have, as I said, revitalized their machinery, and they have energized their base, and they have quite a good base in that Northern Clarendon.
Let me say something to you. Hold on, Casey. Hold on. I want to enlighten some people's darkness because you can't stay a foreigner and tell what is happening in Jamaica. You have a company ground can determine what is going to happen. A lot of bloggers, they stay in the United States and determine who are going to win from who not going to win. You have to die to know what is happening. I'm going to tell you what is happening. In the by-election over there in October last year, I called my deputy leader, Mikey Stern, and I spoke to Xavier in the Era Council one chairman. And I said to them, and Xavier can't go tell anybody, me say, no lose by 50 votes. Deputy leader Stern can say, yes, he did. I said, I come on the ground and you guys is going to lose by 50 votes. 50 votes, and I was dead accurate. That is the Union Town Division. The lady who died, the councillor is my biggest friend. When the lady died, I have this vehicle. I have councillor, farmer councillor, what's her name again? From the Union Town. So that, my friend. She's my friend. When I get the vehicle from her, she said to me, what links? I say Wagwan. Marjorie McLeod. Marjorie say Wagwan, Mr. Wagwan. Marjorie is my friend, my close allies. And when I go to the ground and I go to several places down there, and I do the ground searching, I came back to my house and I took up the phone and I called my deputy leader for York County 3 and I spoke to Mikey Stern. I said, if we don't do such thing in such community, we're going to lose by 50 votes. I know my politics, me not time to tell myself life I feel good. I know my politics, and election night is 50 votes we lose by. And I'm telling you that same Union Town Division is going to be a thorn in our side for Northern Clarendon. It's no joke division. So when people are going to talk about Sibyls to win, we want Sibyls to win. We want Sibyls to win. Nobody no wants Sibyls to lose. But I am not going to come and on TikTok because tell myself life I feel good. There's a lot of work to be done in that constituency, and it's very much a serious work. You think more talk can make a win? Or wishful thinking? Wishful thinking can make a win. We have to go out there, go put in the work, and put the ballot in the box. Yes, we can have wishful thinking, but how far wishful thinking can take us? There's no wrong with the have wishful thinking. There's nothing wrong with have wishful thinking, but how far wishful thinking can take us? We have to go out there and get the vote and carry him to the session and put it in the box and ensure the man win. So when I hear people talk out their mouth and this and that in the work, so wishful thinking don't win. We can come and say, yes, we say party going to win, but how we know? Because we use the feelings. Some people don't want your negativity. Some people don't want, they can't manage it because they're weak. Politics is not for the faint-hearted or the weak person. It's for the strong. I was told by farmer, Jeremy Palmer, say you have to name John Crawford going to politics. Say if you don't want to hear say a particular candidate in problem, don't try love politics. Don't love it. And that's our problem that we're having. Until we hear people speak of the truth, we vex. We vex, we don't want to hear the truth. When we speak of the truth, we vex, we go in our feelings. And we have foolishness. And we don't know what is happening. And that's why the Labour Party have. People don't understand the politics. We don't understand the politics, and we jump when we hear people say things because we don't know. We are ignorant to it. And I'm telling you, I know the constituency. I have been there up to Sunday night, up to this week. There's a lot of work to be done, KC. Whole heap of work to be done, and it's no joke talk. We can almost have wishful thinking. That's why I say it's the Labour Party. We are the problem because we don't understand the politics. Thank you, Justice. Thank you, Justice. They say not everything good for talk. Because if me talk the real things, so I want to drop down. And not everything good for eat, good for talk. If me talk the real things, so I want to faint.
With you.
Yes. All right, Casey, you want to move this on now? Give us your suggestion.
We're still here in Northern Clarendon. I was just letting Info do his thing, give his take.
Yes. Move on from Northern Clarendon.
No. No.
Yes, hold on there. Somebody said something to me which is very much true. And I said it here. I said the Warren Newby factor is going to save a lot of person in Clarendon. Yes, Mackie Flex, I said it. I think the Warren Newby euphoria is going to save a lot of person in Clarendon itself. I think the Warren Newby euphoria will spill over in a lot of seats that's near him, and that is going to carry us. This Warren Newby, this political fiend that JLP put in the seat over there, he's going to carry, his weight is going to carry that seat. And then Xavier coming on the line. So once we get the campaign right, and Warren will be the poster boy in Clarendon now, the hottest candidate on the scene right now. So that should give us some mileage on Mackie Flex. You know the politics. You know the politics, you know the politics.
Yes, Casey, pick it up.
No, Bridget. I was responding to somebody saying somebody on the panel is a PNP. Anyway, I think the PNP have picked up some ground in Northern Clarendon, making it closer, and but I don't really see Waverly Hines winning at the end. I think the JLP have some work to do, as well as the PNP.
Let me give you a little.
Wait, info, wait.
I want to give you a little insight. No case, I want to give you a little insight.
Info. Keep your insight for now. We will take it later on, about a minute from now. The thing with Northern Clarendon has a bigger PNP base than a JLP, while Northwest Clarendon have a bigger JLP base, but Northwest Clarendon have to be well worked for the JLP votes to come out. And I am confident, as I told you last night, that Warren Newby will do that. And Northwest and Northern Clarendon travels together. And Info, you will buck up on roadblocks in Northern Clarendon if you're really taking it serious. You're going to hear bad things about JLP. You're going to see in some divisions they are behind. But I think Dwight Sibley is the right man for the job. I think he has been a strong politician in Northern Clarendon. It's not an easy seat. And it's not something that you can just throw in the towel or be pessimistic when you see the PNP gaining strength or getting some support, because they will always do that in that constituency.
Yes.
So it's not a far gone conclusion. I want the viewers to know it's not like Wavell Hines is leading street and lane. What they have done is revitalize the PNP, revitalize their base in the constituency, and that will always show a show of strength. That will always show strength for the PNP. But the JLP will do their thing, and I still expect Siblings to come out the winner. I'm not saying he will win if they don't put in the work and the party don't put in some work down there. But yes, I'm still confident. Infomedia.
I think Siblings have a strength, and that strength, I think he will win. But as right now, there's some work to be done. Me know his strength there. He have a good strength. And I will not say where his strength is. Me know he have a good strength. You have a good strength, and I know where his strength is. Why Infomedia over here? So the Siblings are going to lose.
Listen, me now, Infomedia. I tell you, people don't, as a matter of fact, you're a professional.
Hold on, Casey, man. The one particular person named Labour Right. Him, the person here, he have a beef with me.
I have the person number. You want the person number?
Which one? The one named Labour Right?
Yes.
Who him?
All right. I'm going to get the person number and give it to you, so you can have it out with him on another platform, which maybe WhatsApp or so. But don't give him ear right now.
Yes, Casey, continue, please, sir.
I want the viewers to know that some people come across with their point a little different, and everybody have a right to their own opinion or to explain how they see things. If Info said the JLP is in trouble in Northern Clarendon and Siblings have work to do, that doesn't mean that he wants it to be like that. It's how he sees it based on what he saw on the ground, when he went on the ground, where he went on the ground.
Yes.
I mean, if you're losing something, would you want your friend to tell you that you're winning? Wouldn't that make you complacent? Look here, Northern Clarendon is not really a JLP stronghold, you know. It's one we only won 2020. When we did so well in 2016, we still lose it when we won and retained government.
Yes, Casey.
In the last 5 general elections, we only win Northern Clarendon. As a matter of fact, in the last 8 general elections, we only win Northern Clarendon twice. That was 2007, Larry Bradjicks, and 2020, Dwight Siblings. And we're not really far. We're not really underwater in Northern Clarendon, I must say. Info, continue and leave the comments alone.
I think, as I said to you before, he has some strength, and that strength I will not disclose, and that strength, I said it all the while, it will be saver. That is his strength, so it will be his savior.
And I think Siblings will win. It's a swing seat, yes, Smart Nation, but it's lean to the PNP than the JLP. No, Wavell Hines isn't really somebody you would want as an MP. I wouldn't want Wavell Hines in any administration that has anything to do with the lives of people. Anyway, we move on to Southeast St. Anne. Somebody asked about Southeast St. Anne yesterday, and I don't think the JLP is in a position to win Southeast St. Anne. You don't just need traction in that constituency to win it. You need also a national swing, maybe a 10 to 13 points to carry you in Southeast St. Anne. And I expect Kenneth Russell to retain it for the PNP. And then we go over to West Central St. James as promised. What a conference last Sunday evening. Time for the good news now. What's your take on West Central St. James info?
People were worried about it. And I am comfortable with what I saw. So it seems like Marlene has taken control back of the constituency.
Yes, and I have forecast that a while ago that eventually the JLP will take full control of West Central and only one seat in St. James might be in play by the time of the election day, and that is South St. James. That will be the battleground in the parish.
Which is whose seat again?
Homer Davis.
Yes, Homer Davis. You feel the young girl will give him a run?
Yes, she will give him a run, but I think JLP's strength is too much in St. James for them to lose Southern, which will be the only battleground, really.
Oh, yes.
You're in Southern St. James now, Casey?
Yes, we are in Southern St. James.
Yes, JLP to win West Central, and we still expect JLP to edge the battleground of South St. James. Neighbor.
So sorry, let me just take you back over to Clarendon. You are leaving Clarendon open, or you have called it?
No, I still think the white siblings will edge it on election night. Yes.
Okay.
But I know it's a fight over there now. There's work being done. And it's one of the constituency where the people are not happy with the progress when compared to other constituencies. They haven't gotten a lot done in terms of the national development like other parishes and other constituencies have got.
All right, and then you jumped over to Southern St. James?
Yes, Southern St. James, still a battleground, still being hotly contested. And there are some constituencies that the campaign is truly on already, neighbor. And Southern St. James is one of them. Yes. And JLP is holding their own, while PNP is making a run for Southern St. James and West Central St. James, while the JLP is making a run to sweep the parish and already have 4 in the bag. And Southern St. James is the constituency of attention right now.
Okay, we saw an impressive show by Malahoo Fort on Sunday over in West Central. A little surprising, Casey, or you were not surprised?
No, I wouldn't be surprised, neighbor. I actually called that constituency months ago they were behind in the numbers due to the numbers from the local government election. I still call it. I always say it's St. James 5-0, with South St. James being the only battleground, because Malahoo Fort will be safe.
Got you on that. But there are many people who never realized that she was so strong. It still was based on your forecast, but just in terms of the strength that we saw coming out here on Sunday, it seems like she, well, whatever the concerns were there, she put that to rest.
Yes, there's always concern in those constituencies. It's a swing seat also. It has a very strong Granville division that is PNP true and true. A very competitive Mount Salem division, and we all know Spring Gardens is what brings home the bacon for the JLP, as Bridget is suggesting. But the JLP is also doing well over in Mount Salem. That if PNP wants to win, they will have to control Mount Salem fully, or probably win it by at least at 20%, a full 20%. That's not going to happen. Mount Salem might well come home in the general election, so it will be JLP all the way in West Central St. James.
Fantastic. Where are we going next?
We're going to 50K likes next. So guys, I need you to tap up the screen. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Tap up the screen, please. Hi, Brianna. I see you sending the gift. Light the live. Welcome to the show. How is America cheating you?
All right, guys. So you hear that? 50,000 likes. Oh my goodness, the money guns are empty. Are we going to pay for the show tonight?
Load up the clip.
Jamaica girl?
I'm telling them to load up the clip. Like they did.
They're Trinidadians?
Yes.
Boy, I tell you that Prime Minister. By the way, Jamaica. We have to pay that show. We have to pay for the show.
Girl.
Yes.
Who's there telling me who is that calling me Conrad Casey?
Izu. Oh my.
Who that?
I don't like to get involved in people's relationship in a case. So I don't have any comments.
No, is that Anna?
It is Anna.
No, what happened to our other profile? Anna, what happened to your other profile? You changed the name or something?
HR Guru, I expect so much better from you, sir. Don't do that.
Uh-oh. My goodness. Wow.
HR Guru, why
hey,
would
likes,
you do that?
guys, we're still in the 20s. Tap up the screen.
No, we need to really pay attention to these things, you know. HR Guru, I don't like that comment. People have their choices. She's showing support for the live and for the party she thinks she wants to support. And you shouldn't have done that. I don't know what you hope to achieve from that, but
come on, guys, give us an assessment. Rabalak, have you tapped the screen?
Philippians, did you block Anna for no reason? I see people hurling insults at Hannah here. I never see Anna insulting on the live. I don't want to come off as if I'm batting for Anna, because everybody knows I love Anna, but come on. You can argue in the live, guys, but keep it clean, please. Can you move some of these comments or mute some of these people who are being unkind? You don't have to block them. Just mute them for this live for me, Jamaica.
Yes, yes.
And I will ask you to no, I can't ask you. Hey Anna, don't do that now. You're setting me up.
We're still at 30K likes, guys. 20,000
listeners. If you have any other topics you want us to cover, we can give you 15 or 20 minutes.
Yes.
And
so we went across about what 6 constituencies. We went in Northern Clarendon where the chartered accountant is up against the former cricketer Waverly Hines. He was
Yes.
he was an okay cricketer, very strong left-handed batsman.
Yes.
Brain a lot. He then retired from cricket and went into administration and actually mash up West Indies. Don't forget that he's not a good administrator. He lost the last election in Eastern and Over. He's the first candidate to lose Eastern and Over in 30 years by more than 4 points.
For the People's National Party.
Yes, by more than 4 points for either party. Nobody have lost it by the margin he lost by. And I expect it's a tough constituency. It's a very dynamic political landscape, and I expect the JLP to hold on, though the PNP will be knocking at the door. Over in West Central St. James, as I told you before, Marlene Malawi Force have the numbers, and the JLP is strong in St. James, so they will get out all those numbers. South West Central St. James are safe JLP seat on election night. South St. James, where we have some of our favorite candidates, Omer Davis is so loved in the parish, one who came up the ranks from local government representative. Then we have Nikisha Burchell, the person I think should be the spokesperson on finance for the PNP because she knows how to spend money. She spends her money very well, and when you see her, you can see that. However, it's a battleground, and I think the strength of JLP in St. James will carry Omer Davis.
Sorry, you think she would be better than Favor?
I said she's the best over on the PNP. She would be the best over on the PNP because at least I can see where she spend her money. Because for instance, when you look at Nikisha
value for money.
When you look at Nikisha Burchell's body, you see how money should be spent. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yes. And some people like
I have never looked, you see.
Like Peter Phillips had Mark Golden as his spokesperson for finance when Peter Phillips was the PNP leader. But Mark Golden is a man, they say, worth $17 billion. And look at Mark Golden yesterday. He don't know how to spend money. He can't afford a good Jamaica shirt. No, it was embarrassing though.
Yes.
He had a white tuxedo shirt with a Jamaica flag sewn on the chest. I hear on her YouTube saying it looked like Marky G wife just stitch up that Jamaica flag. So the man don't even have a Jamaica shirt. Is Mark Golden really Jamaican?
Well, I'm not so sure. Is he?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Angela right at the protest, giving him 72 hours to produce his birth certificate. So we have what? Maybe 24.
I think that's harsh, though. It's just a piece of paper. It may have been destroyed. What I want is, I want to meet two of Mark Golden classmates from infant school, 2 from primary and 2 from high school.
I agree.
To say we went to class with Mark. We went to school with Mark.
Yes.
Primary and infant.
All right, Casey.
Would the community nurse be stretching it?
Well, maybe the community nurse may have passed away, but Mark Golden is pretty young. All the people in Mark Golden age, most of them is still here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. That is going to have to happen before the election.
I thought I was a leader, Anna.
Hard work. Well,
strong work, Deva.
Hard work.
What is that
A strong
person saying,
P?
neighbor? You're a
What do you
strong
mean a
one.
strong P?
Okay, O'Keefe.
I don't understand.
I'm a labor.
You heard I'm a strong P?
Well, I can understand why you say that. Respect you though. O'Keefe say I'm biased, and I respect O'Keefe's opinion. I will not argue with O'Keefe. I respect you. You have your own opinion. I would like to think I'm unbiased, but I know I'm a JLP and I go for the JLP. So
okay,
it's whatever you say.
That man is saying that I'm a strong P. Please, sir, explain what you mean, strong P. What could he mean by that? I'm enthralled to hear. Well,
Same.
Yes, really want to hear what you mean a strong P, sir. My PNP. Oh, you think I am a strong PNP, sir? Inbox me your number, okay? You should pay for that. You should pay for that hard work.
Okay, O'Keefe, third term loading, O'Keefe.
Yes. Listen, the listeners, hold on. By the way, who we have want to talk to? Is Delroy?
Bless up, Daniel. One comes in.
For the JLP, stay tuned.
We haven't heard from, well, we'll take Gusto later. Gusto, let's hear from Mr. Best.
Polls showing positive momentum for the JLP. Stay tuned. Active and strongest.
Boy, my brother, I hear it. It's choose Jamaica. Them say the whole country going with. It's the time come to choose Jamaica. Let's go to the listeners now. No, Jamaica girl. We only have 10 minutes. You have to come here on Thursday for the All Island forecast. You hear, listeners? Gustav is there? All right.
Yes, Gusto, you can.
Yeah, I'm here, my neighbor. Greetings to everybody else and so forth on the line.
Night. Remember to tap the screen, everyone. We're at 58,000. Let us see if we can get to 100 before we close out.
Go ahead, Gustav. We're having a little bit of technical problems here tonight.
Repeat again, neighbor.
Go ahead. I'm saying to you that the show has been marred by technical difficulties tonight, but we are pressing through. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, greetings to you, neighbor, and everybody else on the platform, and also those listening.
To you. Yes, sir.
On the FYP, yes, man. Well, neighbor, not a lot to say. Just basically cliche, really. We're just
evening, Gustav.
Yeah, manners, Casey.
Anna, I'm going to have to ask Jamaica girl to mute you.
You're too distracted, right?
No, she's asking some questions.
Don't mute her. Don't mute her. You hear, Jamaica girl. Leave the two of them alone. Let them work that out. Let them work that out. Oh, look there. Look there. Look at that response. You see why I tell you? Leave them alone. Go ahead, Gustav.
Yeah, neighbor, basically, we're just here putting in the final touches. In other words, Zulika just already has a coffin, so we're just nailing some more nails into that coffin of the PMP Zulika just really and truly, neighbor. So that's what we're doing here from Northeast St. Elizabeth to make sure that the PMP will never see government in Jamaica again. And neighbor, I just want to remind people that it is easy for 1,000 people to say today's government and Prime Minister is the best government, and it's also easy for 1,000 also to have the same view and of the same, I mean, the other view that today's government is not the best government, and of that 1,950 will vote. Whereas if you have 1,000 that says the government of today and the Prime Minister is the best for Jamaica, you struggle to get at least over 500 votes. I am imploring, neighbor, that Jamaicans who are of the view and also seeing that today's government and the Prime Minister is the best for Jamaica for now and the future, make the necessary sacrifices, you know what I mean, to make sure that they are a part of the electoral process and come out to vote and vote very early. So just
something, Gustav, I yes, know you're a man that follows the politics, and I think coming out of yesterday's protest was a fundamental lesson, and that is we still have a Jamaica where a lot of the people who are running behind the politics are misinformed and are really blind followers.
And they will be first to the polls. They will be first to the polls, neighbor. These short-sighted people, uninformed people, will be first to the polls.
And I think what it does, I think it opens up a discussion that should point to the people who are sitting on the fence and are probably staying home, staying away from the politics. That you can't leave the politics to these people, Gustav.
Isn't that a cliche that I've been drumming, neighbor? I've always been saying that, neighbor. I even used the same analogy before yesterday played out. I've used the analogy already, neighbor, on this platform and others and even mine to say my only fear is 1,000 short-sighted people who are also ignorant to reality and so forth, neighbor, will go out and vote based on their short-sightedness, neighbor, wherein persons who can see vividly and knows what is happening refuse to be a part of the voting process.
Have the party taken note, Gustav? Because it is a moment of learning, you know, and then a moment to teach, and it's a moment that should shape your campaign also. Because here it is that there are people who are putting up placards. They don't know why they are protesting. This is amazing, Gustav.
It is very much amazing, neighbor. I've said it already. Again, in my introduction, I said I'm going to basically go over cliches tonight. Neighbor, I have said it over and over without being disrespectful. I've said it, that the most illiterate people today find the People's National Party attractive. The People's National Party finds the most illiterate people in Jamaica as or identify them as their niche target market. The PNP is like a business, neighbor, and these people are oil businessmen who are part of the PNP.
Hold on there, Gustav. Isn't it an embarrassment to the People's National Party? Because that is what has gone viral.
It is a national embarrassment to Jamaica, not only the People's National Party, because I don't want to politicize.
These are supporters of the People's National Party.
It is a national disgrace. Let me tell you why it's a national disgrace. For persons to sit along and watch these people dominate, even taking a microphone to represent the country to a mainstream platform that's going to go viral, knowing that these people are very much illiterate, neighbor. It's just a disappointment on us, and we must also take blame for allowing these people to dominate the information space and also dominate the electoral process. We must take full blame for that. But then, Gustav, the competent ones must take full blame for that, neighbor.
But doesn't it say something too about our politics itself? That and about our leaders? That you could have people stand up in the sun, in the rain, with placards, and they don't know why they are there?
Neighbor, I've always said it to you, neighbor. Listen to when the PMP, Bark Golding and others are on platforms. They are being, the vuvuzelas are louder than them that are speaking. Neighbor, the comrades are gallivanting all over. Some rolling up cliff here and there. Neighbor, these are not people who care zero about really even what Mark Golding is saying. Once it sounds controversial, then it draws their interest. But in terms of the development or tactics or policies and strategies of Mark Golding, there are just a handful of comrades who basically understand those non-realistic promises or so forth, or commitments from Mark Golding.
Let me ask you.
They're not able to dissect and dig into these promises, neighbor. They don't have the competency in terms of literacy.
This symptomatic of the supporters of the People's National Party. Because you know, I get the sense that you're saying that Labour Party supporters are better informed. Are you saying that?
I am making it definitively clear that the Jamaica Labour Party supporters and surrogates are the more literate in Jamaica today. And I make no apology. No, let me fix the other side. For those who think that we don't know that literate people are on the PNP, yes, I mean, we know that. But these people have a different agenda. These are the people who the PNP uses to dissuade people and also deceive people, neighbor. So these people become agents of the devil using their competencies. So whilst they may be literate, neighbor, what they do, they use their literacy and the competency from their literacy to play upon others who are ignorant, who look to them for guidance, directives, and so forth, neighbor. Because they have an objective, they have something to gain from it. They have something to gain that the average illiterate comrade will not gain. They have a lot to gain from them bashing the government and using these people as advocates and voices for the PNP with them literate, free, fluent speaking selves. So they have an agenda for those that are over there that are literate.
Yes, sir. Are you saying to me that in your view,
in my estimation from reality, I'm saying in my estimation from reality, right?
That the supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, those that we see, in other words, if it was a JLP gathering, the responses of your supporters would have been different?
Even if we have some people who would have spoke along the same words within our party, we would never allow those persons to take it to the mic. We would have preferred to make sure that we are front up, to make sure that information and so forth and how we disseminate information is given to the public with clarity, and to show that we are not just supporters, we are informed supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, sir.
Yes. And finally, Gustav, I think it is playing very, very poorly for the opposition at this time. That
it should be playing very poorly. It doesn't have to, neighbor, hold on. It doesn't have to be playing very poorly. We're expecting it to play very poorly if Jamaicans come to conscious reality.
But what I'm saying to you, sir, is that the party called its supporters and other Jamaicans to gather yesterday to highlight something that was fundamentally wrong. But what came out of that yesterday, the viral moment, is these supporters unaware as to why they were in Kingston. Is that an embarrassment to the party?
It is a national embarrassment.
Yes.
But I will say, to the credit of the People's National Party, they held numerous speeches, I would think, prior to the interviews. So I don't even want to say that the people weren't informed, but I don't know what happened at all. But I think that the representatives would have spoken enough that the people should have understood why they were there.
But what is going to be remembered from this protest?
Jamaican girl.
This clip.
Yes.
They will only attract people like those. Because if you really sit down and listen to what they have to say, they are just being intellectually dishonest and try to find talking points for people who are oblivious to how the country is run and the mechanism of the country framework. So now somebody who will get up and talk about a drill costing the country X amount when it really should cost X amount, that don't really understand the procurement process, the bidding process and all. Dr. Dawes understands that clearly, you know. But who follow
I
Dr.
know he
Dawes doesn't know.
Right.
So who would that be? It wouldn't be me and you. If we should see JLP candidate doing that, we wouldn't be posting it all over Facebook, because we would have a conscience knowing that we know better. The people who follow those PNP candidates and those PNP representatives don't really know better, except for a few, of course. A few is being intellectually dishonest because they stand to gain when the PNP wins. And
yes,
there are some confused ones, as well as there are some who just think they should go with their auntie or uncle or their spouse or so, or their friends, so they end up on that side. But really and truly, 80% of the PNP supporters are poor, and I don't mean poor financially. They're poor mentally. And again, when we discuss the common man, what we don't find out, we are really discussing the common minds.
Yes.
Because when we say the common man does not understand, somebody don't lack understanding because they are hungry. They lack understanding because most time they are intellectually deprived. And those are the kind of people the PNP are attracting right now.
All right, neighbor. For example, neighbor, when you see people like
Casey's breaking. Yeah, Casey's breaking. Gustav. Yes, sir. I was saying to you earlier that, in my view, it is a moment of absolute embarrassment.
Literally, sir.
Were those my supporters?
Literally.
Remember to tap the screen, chat. Remember to tap the screen. Oh, so guys, we have protecting JA on. So you can go ahead, Gusto, but we'll take protecting after you're through.
Gustav, wrap up now, please. All right. Go to protecting, please.
All right. Good night, protecting.
Good evening, family. Good evening to the panel and those who are listening, whether on the For You or those who are here. Bless up yourself, neighbor. Enough respect.
Bless up yourself, sir.
I don't remember talking to Casey or talking with Casey, but enough respect, Casey. If I may,
big up, protecting. Enough respect.
If I may, for a minute or two, I want to qualify Casey's position in his forecast. Casey is spot on with his forecasting. Spot on. Neighbor would remember, though, that I've been saying for quite a while that I don't believe that 2025 is going to feature the historical data that we use to analyze the politics. You know, so as it relates to the historical data, the old data and the old way to forecast, I think Casey is spot on if we're tracking using old data. We're having some first in our nation's history. It's the first government since independent Jamaica that have delivered, literally delivered for the people. And I believe that this kind of feature being introduced to the politics is going to change the politics a whole lot going forward. I try to do my own way, which is not the scientific or the orthodox scientific way of analyzing and forecasting these constituencies. And I really do believe deep in my guts that 2025 is going to become a new starting point for how we analyze the politics going forward. And I might be wrong, but I do believe that as we can see happening now, it is the first time that a government is going for a third term, and the party in power maintains a lead for the entire term. If we were to backtrack on all the polls that came out, except the few polls that are questionable that Dan Anderson published, the Blue Dot poll has been consistent in having the JLP maintaining a lead for the entire